All right, everybody, welcome back. We are on level 4 of lesson 22, complex sprite movement. So now we're going to do the opposite of speeding things up. We're going to slow things down. So the car is going to run into the water. Let's see what's going on here. Oh no, it definitely did. So the car is going to run into the water. You'll need to use the counter pattern to slow it down. Do this. Add code to slow the car down before it goes into the water. Drag out a velocity x block inside the draw loop. Use the counter pattern with a velocity x block that will decrease by 0.25 as it moves across the screen. Discuss with your partner, what do you think will happen when the car finally stops? Challenge. Can you figure out how to use a conditional with the above counter pattern to get the car to completely stop before the water? All right, so we have a variable car gets create sprite 5200. So that's setting the car up. It's going to be the blue car, and then it's going at 10, so 10 pixels per frame rate. So car.velocity x gets 10. That's pretty fast. There it goes. All right. So no stroke, and then function draw. So here's our draw loop, background burly wood. That's this color. The fill is blue. The rectangle. All right. So they filled the whole background with the burly wood, and then they added the blue rectangle. Now we have to add the code to keep the car from diving into the water. All right. So we know we've done this a couple times. We know that we're going to need this. We're going to need what is it? Car dot velocity x is going to get car dot velocity x minus, what do they say? Okay, 0.25. And I know that is the speed because it tells us right there. All right. So let's see what happens. Reset, run. Ooh, there it goes. But challenge. Can you figure out how to use a conditional with the above counter pattern? So now we want to not only make it slow down and go back, we want to make it slow down and stop. So we know how conditionals work. We're going to need to go into control, and then we're going to have our if statements. So put that right there. And we know that this is what we want to happen. All right. So let's see, run. Oh, okay, I need to add something there. So, all right, we want it to stop. Let's see here. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen, you guys. I think I figured it out. It's going at 10, right? So it's vroom, 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 all the way over here. And then when it gets to like this spot, it says, no, 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 slow down, right? And it's gonna slow down to 0.25. All right. But, hmm. Gonna try something. Velocity, car dot velocity x. So we know that. So we got to decide what's going to go on with car dot velocity x. Are you shouting at the screen? Are you telling me, yo, Miss Nunez, it's like this. Do it this way. Car dot velocity x gets car dot velocity x minus 0.25. All right, but that's going to make it go back. We want it to stop. Right now it's going 10. We want it to get to 0, though. All right, if it's more than 0, then we want it to slow down. Let's try that and see if that works. Reset, run. Hey, all right. All right, I'm giving myself a pat on the back for that. Yes, well done, well done. All right, so if car velocity is more than 0, then we want it to keep slowing down. And so this draw loop is going to repeat itself over and over and over and over again. And it's going to go from 10 to negative 2.5. And then it's going to slow down more, and more until it gets to 0. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, we're going to finish this. I will see you on level 5. Here we go.